Hi everyone, this is Hedgehogs on me and welcome to this video. In this video I would like to introduce you guys to someone. This is Fitch and he is a little rescue hedgehog that we found in our backyard. He was actually really in need. I've never seen a hedgehog in such an emergency situation. He was stuck in a fence and he was just hanging there with his front legs and his head bent down, and the wasps and the flies were already attacking him, so he was actually waiting for his death. And my dad found him. The dogs warned us that there was something stuck down there. So yeah, it was a nice thing that we could help that hedgehog before that the hot weather just had it dried up and killed. And I kept him ever since, actually, since I don't really feel like setting him free after what happened to him. But he's in much better condition now. He eats and drinks well. And for now, because it's extremely dry outside and extremely hot, I decided to keep him a few days with me till the weather gets normal again. But I have no idea how long this will actually continue, because the weather isn't getting any wetter the next days, maybe not even the next weeks. So I have no idea how this is going to end, even though this hedgehog got actually in a much better condition. He just had his meal, and so I thought, let's make a video. I just would like to remember this hedgehog. I know he appears to be pretty shy right now. He's actually very easy to handle. He is quite calm at night. And I've been keeping 2 hedgehogs for a few days here. But one was just, not so easy to handle. He was fine, but he was very wild at night. He was just, and for his own safety, I had to set him free, because he dragged himself into situations that made it dangerous for him. And that is actually how I ended up setting him free after a while. Also because he didn't drink that well. So I thought, maybe nature is just more for him, even though it's kind of hard right now in nature. But yeah, Fitch is with me, and I call him Fitch because he says Fitch all the time. He says like Fitch, it's kind of funny. And he's quite used to me these days. He got a lot tamer, and he's a really nice hedgehog. So yeah, maybe I can show you him properly, because right now he's half curled up. Mostly he sits on my lap, and then I start caressing him, and I can just handle him really easily. There you go, here you have his head. And actually he was really attacked by the insects around him, so I'm glad his condition got better. Here you can see his paws. You can see he's actually a male there. So this is Fitch, and for now he stays with me. I feed him cat food, and he just had a hard-boiled egg tonight. And I gave him hedgehog food, and I gave him some fruit too. So the fruit is not really a problem. He gets fed every morning and every night. There you go. But you're gonna notice he's a really nice guy. And I wish I could have recorded his bath time, but because my dad just had to cut the fence around him, and then we actually pulled him out, he just managed to do that without getting stung, which is quite nice. It was my dad who actually removed the hedgehog from the fence into where he was actually stuck into, and he just gave him to me, and I just went straight to the bathroom to clean and to care for him. Also because his condition was still kind of unknown, and because I just wanted him to be okay and comfortable soon. I didn't take the time to take my camera upstairs to record it, so that's why I make a video now. And as you can see, he opened himself a bit. And there you have his cute face. He had a white marking between his eyes. And there he sits. He has been there for at least like 3 minutes now. He's so calm. And he had some kind of, yeah, as I was saying, sorry. He had some kind of a white marking and some white markings over his body. But as you can see, they're all gone now. So it's a good thing. He doesn't lose his quills and he really reacts well to what he sees and to what he's hearing. So I don't really actually think there's something wrong with him. Luckily, he had no diarrhea, so maybe he didn't even react on the attacks of the wasps. But I think I'll just let him run around in my room now, just because they need space. And yeah, this is actually not a pet hedgehog, so I keep him for now because I feel like protecting it. But I'll be setting it free as soon as I feel like doing so, because right now, after actually seeing him being so stuck in the fence, I feel like, yeah, staying around, because if he manages to get stuck again, maybe we won't be there to help him this time. And those animals, you know, they get in danger because they can't really handle themselves. They get stuck somewhere and then they realize that they can't come out. That is maybe why it's so funny to see hedgehogs play with toilet rolls, because they get stuck, and then you see them how they have to manage themselves out of the roll. So yeah, he gets a bit grumpy in the morning, maybe because he doesn't have enough space. As you can see, I can actually come really close to him. He's such a nice guy. And I can just pick him up like this. And as you can see, squirrels are all flat. So sometimes I just have him on my lap while watching Sonic, so there you go. And maybe I can just put him in his bathtub again. So this is actually the bathtub in which I feed him. And he had hard-boiled eggs and cat food tonight. I'll just put him back here. Maybe he will just eat some more. He's pretty used of being carried on his back. There you go. And he's very easy to unroll. If I balance him with his head and his paws forward, he just unrolls himself and he uncurls. There you go. And he needs some time. I see his quills coming up, he needs some time. And this is actually the place where he's staying. So it's not quite large, as you can see. It's entirely clean. He didn't poop today, but I will come tonight, I guess. Here's his water bowl, even though he doesn't really use it, but I make some time to give him something to drink regularly over days, so to make sure he has enough to drink. And this is the place I have no bedding for him for now. But hey, I've been buying this hide. And I think there's a hedgehog that fits in there, so. And I also got in this wheel. But it's not easy to make a wild animal run in a wheel, and apparently this wheel is just, yeah, one bad design, so I might try to return it if I can. But I was actually surprised that I could find such a large wheel in our pet store. So maybe for a hedgehog it's quite okay. But it's the kind of wheel that you have to hang up its cage like this. And it should actually be silent, but it's more suitable for rats than for hedgehogs. Glad with the hide though. I can always use this, and this is the food I've been giving him. So there you go. And if you want to see Fitch going on his legs, there you have him. So it's not a very large hedgehog, he's still pretty small actually. And actually what I used to give him something to drink over days, I have just a glass of water in which I just put his muzzle, and then mostly he drinks all by himself. Because, yeah, he's not really used to drinking out of a bowl. So, and there comes the poopy. See? Perfect. He just pooped. He gets awake now. Don't walk in your food. Yeah, I put him into the sink regularly to wash his belly. You want to go out? Easy, easy, it's okay. Yes, easy. I'll put the rest of his food back in his cage, where he stays over days for resting. He sleeps all day. So yeah, this is Fitch, and he stays with us for now. I have been keeping a second hedgehog, but I set it free. Because 2 hedgehogs are just quite much. And I don't really have a proper place or cage to keep them in a very responsible and nice way, I'm gonna say. I can do it for Fitch as long as he's calm, but if he gets more wild, I have to set him free as well, even though the weather is just terrible for hedgehogs these days. Hey, where's your poopy? Is it gone? You swallowed your poopy? Ah, there it is. See, he's been walking on it. So, I'll just put you out. See how easy, actually, I could really handle him easily. There you go, it doesn't even curl up. Have a go. Walk around. And I'll take the poop out. Good boy. Yeah, it's a male. He just needs some space. Yeah, that is their favorite place, between the plush baskets. The previous hedgehog that I had, that was his place over days. I set him between the baskets, and I actually locked the entrances to make sure it doesn't go any further. But there is a T-shaped alley. He can go in there. And like this, he can actually hide over days. And I could just check if he was still there. And he was there all day long. But at night, that previous hedgehog climbed up my plush. And he came to see me in my bed. And I don't really mind, to be honest. But if he climbs like that, it can be dangerous, because this is quite hard. And actually, I've been keeping that basket lower there, to make sure that if he falls, that he falls in a bunch of plush. But seriously, he almost killed himself. So for his safety, I set him free. And I'm watching Sonic X over there. So I'm gonna put his food back in his cage and let him go free. And yeah, hopefully I can still keep him a few days like this without making him being unhappy. Hey Fitch, where are you? This is Knuckles' shoe. So yeah, that was my memorable video of Fitch. And I really hope I can remember him, because he's a nice hedgehog. And he's so nice to handle. I'm gonna miss him. Got pretty attached to him, but you know, I just do this to protect him, not to keep him. And one day he'll be going back to nature. So this is what's left of the cat food. I see what he's been doing. He has been swallowing all the sauce, and he left everything else. So I hope he will just have some more of the food. And this is what his poopies looks like. So there's like not really diarrhea. They're kind of strong. I haven't. Yeah. Looks quite normal. Perfect.
You and I, we're like fireworks and symphonies exploding in the sky. With you, I'm alive. Like all the missing pieces of my heart, they finally collide. So stop time right here in the moonlight, 'cause I don't ever wanna close my eyes. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. I'm just a sad song. With you, I fall. It's like I'm leaving all my past in silhouettes upon the wall. With you, I'm a beautiful mess. It's like we're standing hand in hand with all our fears upon the edge. So stop time right here in the moonlight, 'cause I don't ever wanna close my eyes. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. You're the perfect melody, the only harmony I wanna hear. You're my favorite part of me. With you standing next to me, I've got nothing to fear. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, yeah, I'm without you. I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. I'm just a sad song.
Marco se n'è andato e non ritorna più. Il treno delle 7:30 senza lui è un cuore di metallo senza l'anima. Nel freddo del mattino grigio di città, a scuola il banco è vuoto, Marco è dentro me. È dolce il suo respiro fra i pensieri miei. Distanze enormi sembrano dividerci, ma il cuore batte forte dentro me. Chissà se tu mi penserai, se con i tuoi non parli mai, se ti nascondi come me, sfuggi gli sguardi e te ne stai rinchiuso in camera e non vuoi mangiare, stringi forte forte a te il cuscino e piangi e non lo sai quanto altro male ti farà la solitudine. Nanai, nai, nai, nanai, 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 nanai. Marco nel mio diario una fotografia, agli occhi di bambino un poco timido, la stringo forte al cuore e sento che ci sei, fra i compiti di inglese e matematica, tuo padre e i suoi consigli, che monotonia, lui con il suo lavoro ti ha portato via, di certo il tuo parere non l'ha chiesto mai, ha detto un giorno tu mi capirai, chissà se tu mi penserai, se con gli amici parlerai, per non soffrire più per me, ma non è facile, lo sai, a scuola non ne posso più, e i pomeriggi senza te, studiare è inutile, tutte le idee si affollano su te, non è possibile dividere la vita di noi due, ti prego aspettami amore mio, ma illuderti non so, la solitudine fra noi, questo silenzio dentro me e l'inquietudine di vivere la vita senza te, ti prego aspettami perché non posso stare senza te, non è possibile dividere la storia di noi due, la solitudine fra noi, questo silenzio dentro me e l'inquietudine di vivere la vita senza te, ti prego aspettami perché non posso stare senza te, non è possibile dividere la storia di noi due, la solitudine.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm here with Fitch, and actually, well, since I couldn't record his bath time, I decided to show you how I actually give him a little belly bath just after his meal, because sometimes he just walks through his cat food and his belly gets all sticky and sweaty, and as you can see, sometimes his little penis is also a bit dirty. So just to clean him a bit for the day, for his long nap, I just put him in a little sink of water, and that I can actually just clean him a bit. Now he doesn't like water, so I just do the belly, because his quills are actually just fine, and as you can see, he's very movable in the morning, so I carry him on his back just to make sure he doesn't run off, because that happens, and he's a very, very nice hedgehog. So yeah, maybe I can just put up the lights. There you go. There you go. He turned out very tame. I just gonna turn him like this. For him it works out quite well. There you go. So he's not gonna like this quite much. He will try to get out. It's just that I have to rub his belly. That's all I do. There you go. Yes. Like every morning, I wash your belly. With such a pretty belly, you can become a belly dancer. Sometimes he bites a bit when it's getting too much. He doesn't like it anymore. But apparently his belly isn't very dirty this morning. So I just gonna take him out again. That's just perfect. Yeah, that's a good boy. Where's your towel? So now this was Fitch. Fitch the little rescue hedgehog. In the previous clips I have been trying to show you how actually we took care of him. And I've been recording a few things just to remember that actually we have been together for 1 week and a half. And I really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to remember this. And soon Fitch will go back to nature, as he's actually a wild animal. He has been recovering from being saved from being stuck in a fence. And, well, luckily he was perfectly fine actually, but he has been stuck there for a while, I think. Anyway, he has been recovering, he ate well, his weight is quite fine. And now soon we have to say goodbye, because now the dry weather is going better, the temperature is getting lower, and the rain comes back, so I guess now it's time to send him back to where he belongs. Now, of course, this is not the kind of hedgehog that you can keep as a pet, as he actually just comes from nature. He's not raised as a pet, and he used to live in the wild. So yeah, I guess I just have to accept that I cannot protect him, but since I actually, took really good care of him as far as I could, it's kinda hard for me to leave him. But I have to do it anyway. I have to do it. So, yeah, don't mind that. That's actually the TV, those little lightnings and it's really annoying. But yeah, so this is the last video to show you Fitch, and actually I would like to announce in this video that I might change my channel name to Fitch the Hedgehog, as I just wanted to remember this little guy. I got him this bag so that he could actually hide in there. He's very calm right now. Still have to feed him for the night. And actually I'm waiting for the right moment to set him free. You're gonna hide. That's such a nice hedgie. Fitch was actually named after the sounds he makes. And now you actually see who he is. So this is probably the last video you're probably gonna see about him. And I'm glad to find a decent name for my channel, and I have a decent reason to change it, because I was actually looking for a nice name, and I was actually planning changing it, but I had no idea into what. And now that Fitch is here, maybe I can just take a picture of him and make it my profile pic, and like this I'll have a nice name for my channel. So this is going to be the left part of Fitch. And yeah, I hope it will do well in nature. I would like to record it when I set him free, but I'll probably do that in the middle of the night. Also, I'm waiting for the wind to lie down a bit, and I'm waiting for good circumstances, so that is why. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm gonna feed him. You can hide in the bag. You wanna hide in the bag? I was actually a bit worried because his little penis was growing really well. I thought maybe he hurt himself. But yeah, I guess that's just normal. You have a big dick, you. Hedgie. Sweetie. Because I carry him a lot like this. And actually his nails are striking along his... so yeah, just gotta be careful that he doesn't hurt his genitals. Don't bite me. I wanna caress your fingers. You're a nice hedgie. Wanna go in your bag? Okay, buddy. There you go. Go in your bag. he rolls over. There you go.